Welcome to JWL Sports, where we break down all the best clips from around the country. Okay, here we are with Colin Cowherd talking about the Jets, who wants to try to maybe start from his Achilles injury. You're probably wondering, well, why should I watch this clip through you? Why should I follow you and subscribe? Because over there, you don't get the same level of engagement. They don't care what you have to say. They just don't care. They don't even read it. They don't even look. Here, we do care. If you think I'm a moron, let me know. If you think what I'm saying is awesome, let me know. Either way, let's get into some discussions, let's get into some fights, and let's have some fun. Without further ado, here we go.
Information, probably on some wacko conspiracy theory Reddit board, and Aaron wanted you, and he does this a lot. He wants you to think he reads stuff that you don't read and sees stuff that you don't see and has sources and access that you don't have, and it's all this, this stuff that the mere mortals don't have at their fingertips. But Aaron does. No, bro, you were never going to play when you were hurt. Ever. Science works a lot, most of the time. Doctors have a practice, so it's not perfect, but the stuff works most of the time, and you don't know as much as an epidemiologist. You don't know as much as team doctors. You don't have any revolutionary medical breakthroughs or access. It's called a Reddit board. It's where old single guys with no kids, no family, no dogs, and fake friends hang out. Kirk Cousins is never...
See, this is one of the things that really annoys me about Colin, and I actually really, really enjoy Colin. He's probably my favorite guy on sports talk right now, but he's constantly just talking crap about people on the internet like that. People who are on Twitter and YouTube and Reddit and stuff like that. Like, they're all just so beneath him, right? They're just these single, lonely, failed guys. And it's like, bro, who do you think you are? Like, do you not know how lucky you are to be in the situation that you are in, to be able to get paid all this money just to talk about sports? I mean, like, are you kidding me? Like, your life is a gift. Have you worked hard for it? Sure. But also, you have a divorce. You got divorced, which means that your life was not panning out as you had planned, okay? You got married, had children, had issues with your wife, and then got divorced. That's a fact, okay? And then you went and got remarried. So there was obviously drama and issues in your family life. So can we stop acting like, like it's just so easy just to, get married, build a family, and do all these things? So the fact that he's just like looking down at those people as just wastes and low lives, and anyone who's on Reddit or YouTube and stuff like that is a low life. I mean, like, that's so elitist and absurd, and I find incredibly frustrating.
Never had to sell us on anything. He just works hard, head down, good guy, family guy, take care of his family, good friend. I'll be back next year. And by the way, Kirk Cousins could use PR. He's a free agent. He could use a LinkedIn. He could use Facebook. He could use talk radio pumping him up. He's a free agent. And he's about the same age as Aaron, but it's interesting to watch how both have handled it. Isn't it kind of interesting? The circus continues. So the Jets today announce, it's just embarrassing. That franchise is embarrassing. I mean, you got a needy franchise and a needy 40-year-old quarterback that needs constant validation. Well, it's good to have Aaron around the team. I mean, he's been around the team. How good can it be? Garrett Wilson's complaining last week. People are shaking their head with Nat Hackett. How good is it? Hasn't proved anything, hasn't done anything, hasn't elevated anything. If I said to you, what quarterback franchise has been the biggest circus this year? It's been the Jets. How much has Aaron helped? I mean, you're telling me today that's why you're activating him. You're not going to play. You're not doing it for that. You're doing it because he's helping. How's he helping? Zach Wilson's had one great game all year. Can't help that much. Zach Wilson probably needs to be left alone to his own devices and own issues. Grow up a little bit. Kid grow up with money. Needs to grow up. Doesn't need help. This whole thing's been just nonsense. Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers. Same basic age, same injury. Watch how they've handled it. Wow. Maybe I should have just spent the last 5 minutes on Kirk and not Aaron. I should spend it more on praise and not criticism. But like Kirk Cousins just doing his thing, laughing about it, You know, it's like, hey, I texted Aaron the other day. We should have like Achilles Anonymous. You know, it's just be a bunch of guys go out and I love that about Kirk. But I mean, this Jets thing it's a grift. It's a con. Nobody had any medical information at all because there's no medical access to have other than history. Nobody injures an Achilles, ruptures it, and plays 12 weeks later. Come on, that's nonsense. And also, by the way, the vaccine did save lives. I'm sorry it did. I'm not a doctor, but it did. Millions and millions of lives. All right, so Steph Curry last night was amazing. You wait and see.
Well, so this is what I want to say about this, though, is the biggest point that I want to get across in this video is this notion that Rodgers was, using modern science was being anti-science and was going to make a recovery faster than anyone has ever done, and he was going to defy science and all of this. That narrative is such nonsense and makes zero sense. The reason why he was even recovering at the speed that he can recover at is strictly because of modern science. Because he got this new type of surgery where they use this internal brace on the Achilles, done by a world-renowned elite surgeon, orthopedic surgeon who does surgeries on, all these athletes. Okay? So the only reason why he would even be able to come back as fast as he can is because of modern science advancements in this field. It's that simple. It's that straightforward. It wasn't a magic serum. It's not like he didn't get surgery and he was healing it through, rubbing mud on it and, prayer and crystals and stuff and, God knows what else, essential oils. That's not what was happening. He got a newer type of surgery with a newer type of brace by an elite surgeon, arguably probably one of the best surgeons, in the field ever. Okay? That is why he was going to be able to progress at the rate that he was able to progress. So this whole notion that if he did come back and play, it was just because, he knows something that other people don't know, that's false. So that narrative is not even real. It's not even real. And the fact that even people like Colin isn't even pointing that out or addressing that is driving me crazy. It really is, because it's not the way it works. So, but what do you guys all think? Do you think this whole thing has just been an absolute farce? Do you think Aaron Rodgers is doing anything wrong trying to play? Do you think, Kirk Cousins is handling it better? I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this. Again, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and see y'all next time.